Hello everyone, welcome to our channel VLSI for all. Today we have Hemant with us. He did his master in VLSI from NIT Agartala and currently he is working in SYNOPSYS as an application engineer. So he has experience in various companies like Intel and Qualcomm. So first of all, I would like to thank you Hemant for giving his prestigious time for us to sharing his views. So over to you Hemant. First of all, explain or brief yourself.
Thank you, Prakhar. Thanks a lot for having me here. Myself, Hemant, I would like to begin with that. Like, I belongs from a small town which is in Palamu district of Jharkhand. It's called Daltonganj. So I went for my early education there itself. Later on, as everybody prepares for JEE, I also prepared for JEE and couldn't qualify it, and I did my BTech from a private engineering college. So my BTech was in electronics and instrumentation engineering. The college was based in Durgapur. The college name was Dr. B.C. Engineering College. So after that BTech, I got a offer from a private private company, but I couldn't. I decided to prepare for a GATE examinations. So I went there enrolled myself in a coaching institute, prepared from there itself. And after that, I got a rank which was enough to get admission for a AMTECH program where I chose my priorities subject as VLSI. So from NIT, the journey started from there itself for the AMTECH. I opted NIT Agartala and it was 2 years of master's program in VLSI design. And it went well. In the final year itself, I got admission. I got a internship opportunity to work at Intel, and it was of 11 months of durations, where first time I got exposed to the industrial aspects of VLSI. It was a very new experience, very different kind of experience. The things which we learned in the college, it was entirely different from it. So later on, at the duration of my internship, it was although I've mentioned it's 11 months and I worked there. And after that internship, I was skilled enough so that I can prepare for some of the jobs in the off-campus placements. So I decided, I applied for 2-3 companies. I got some of the companies. So permanently, I'm settled in a SYNOPSYS where I'm working as an application engineer too. So that's all how the journey and the experience has been done from my side.
So, okay, it was a very nice experience you have. So I want to start from your BTech journey, like when you took your admission in the BTech colleges. So what do you think, how was your college, how you prepare? What do you think, like I have to go in VLSI or you have something different in your mind? Like yeah.
I would tell in the BTech itself, I had very less knowledge about the VLSI field. Although we had some subjects like VLSI, but I am from an electronics and instrumentation background. It was not a mandatory subject for us in the BTech. So it was just an optional subject. At that time, I didn't knew the importance of that subject. So I didn't opted it out for. So I would say a very little glimpses of knowledge which I had in my BTech career, where VLSI was not being exposed very much. But later on, I was preparing for GATE examinations, so I came across electronic subjects in depth. So from there itself, I got some idea like these are the things which led us to the semiconductor industry. As we go on, it's a vast thing. It's a vast variety of field which many tech giants are offering good jobs in it. So by preparing GATE itself, after the GATE examinations, I would say precisely, I had enough time to think about like where should I pursue this, where should I pursue this master course in which subject. I actually researched a lot. I actually saw some of the videos. I actually consulted some of my seniors who were actually into this semiconductor industry. It was quite impressive. It was quite impressive experience from them that this industry has a very vast growing industry, very fast growing industry. So I decided to let's if I'm opting out for AMTECH program, it should be in the VLSI only. So it was all about like job creations are very, job opportunities are very much. Apart from it, the subjects are very much interesting, definitely. As we dive deep into the semiconductor concept, it's very interesting, totally.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
So when you started your gate preparation?
it was after my BTech graduation, 2017, when I graduated. So I decided to prepare for the gate examinations. So that's how this journey
So
was there.
did you think like in your BTech only you want means you didn't take any company for placement? Or
I had attended some of the interview sessions. I actually got an offer from one of the company also, but I was not. I had that in my deep that in my mind. Like I have to give a gate examinations a must try. Like all the people, it's a very popular examination in engineering world.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
ESC and gate examinations. People used to pursue it. People used to write it after the graduation itself. So I had that deep dive in my mind, like I have to give it a try for gate examinations, definitely. Like it's a good opportunity which you offer you PSU's chances as well. And if not a PSU chance, you can go into a very good institution, very good college for pursuing your master's degree, which will land up you into a good position further on.
So how your like MTech different from BTech and how did it change your life?
AMTECH was totally entirely different. I would say like AMTECH was much more uh, course related stuffs were there. In BTech there, as we know, it's a long period. BTech people apart from studies, people used to pursue a lot of things in the BTech. But AMTECH, as I was very, it was a very limited amount of timing in AMTECH, and that too I had not very much experience to my college, as the COVID
Online mode.
came and the online and all the lockdown impositions were done at that time. So I personally, we were in my batch, we were not very exposed to the college environment. But I would say like it was very good time. Technically speaking, subjects were very much in depth, which were had to be taught in the college. But we used to prepare. It was totally different subjects. It was it was the subject which was very precise to a particular electronic things. Like as we in BTech thing, we cover entire electronics. Here we
Yeah.
cover the one of the topic of electronics. Like it was a specialty in the electronics of VLSI field. So
Like in the MOSFET, they will teach all the things. This.
exactly. So the course was very limited, very precise. Apart as the VTech course is little vast, where a lot of subjects are there. Here it was very precise, and apart from it, we were constantly searching for the internship program. Fortunately, I got in the second year. So it was all virtual, as I know. Everyone knows it was all virtual in
Yeah,
moment.
this is my next question. Like, how and when did you get your first job or first opportunity?
Uh, yeah. So in my, I think my internship was the. I won't say I can mention about this as a job as well, because it was my first industrial experience for which I was getting paid also. So in the final year of every MTech program, people used to get a chance to many tech companies comes to the college and take the people. So similarly, things I got a chance from our college to Intel. Intel were hiring at that time, so I got enrolled into an internship program for 11 months of duration from there itself. So it at in I would say in the starting phase of my second year, when the second year was about to start, like third semester was about to start, I got my internship from there itself. So that was how the thing.
So,
So
what
MTech,
means why did you left that opportunity? Like, because it was 11 months, no? 11 months of internship. So, but you choose, yeah, or you have done 11 months there.
yeah, I 11 months of duration I pursued that.
Okay.
I have.
Then how you apply for other jobs after this? Like it was on off campus or how?
Yeah, I will come about that. I was about to come about that. Like, of course, after internship, during the time of internship, many people gets the PPO,
Yeah.
like permanent position of jobs. I was not very. I was also had that thing in my mind, like I'll get a PPO from there itself. Of course, people expect like if you are doing an internship, you should have a high chance of getting converted there.
Mm.
Unfortunately, I was some specific, some different reasons were there. A lot of reasons were there. I was not being selected for that. So I decided to. I was like I have to go for this area only. So I was constantly searching for a lot of jobs. The one source which I would definitely recommend everyone, like LinkedIn. LinkedIn is
Yeah.
the LinkedIn is the one who can help you out in this virtual times as well. Like people are there, you will find number of people who are hiring managers and all the HR recruiters. A lot of people are posting everyday jobs and all. So you have to be updated, very updated to that. I was sticking to LinkedIn most of the time. Like any job opportunities are coming, I have to give it. And I was constantly connected with all the HRs of the tech giants. Like I used to uh, send the resumes to them. I had a conversation with them. And fortunately, some of the HRs were calling me back. Fortunately, some of the HRs were posting the things which I was being selected for. And in that process, I got a call from the for some of the companies like Qualcomm, although for a written chance, and for different things like Synopsys. Also, my hiring manager were posting like things like that, like there is a vacancy like thing, and if you are interested, I put out my CV there and it got selected. So the, to sum it up, LinkedIn is was the best thing you can. LinkedIn is the best source to search for the jobs nowadays, I would say.
So, what is the difference do you think, like when you get a placement from campus and when you're trying to get placement off campuses? So, is
Of
there any
course,
difference or the same procedure they follow?
uh, I would say if you are in a college placement, it's a more of a easier side to get shortlisted. All the interview processes as levels are all the same, totally same. But I would say the process of getting shortlisted in college is much less competitive than in off campus. It's off campus, it's little competitive. I won't say it's very tough, but it's competitive. Yeah, a lot of people are searching in the off campusing. Like many CV, many resumes are being subjected to different HR recruiters daily on a daily basis. So it is a very competitive situation to get your CV gets shortlisted. In the college, options are little specific to a particular uh, batch usage, I would say. So HR have more uh, HR have more specific people. They have much easier. You have been there will be a much easier chances of you to get shortlisted there. Once you're shortlisted, all the interview processes are same. Either it's an on campus, it's an off campus. All the things are same.
So, what do you think, like, if one is in BTech or one is an MTech, means if he is a fresher, so what are the things he should be add in their CV so that he can be easily shortlisted?
Uh, that's a very nice question, I would say, because in our time we were very much in dilemma, and we were very much constantly asking our seniors, like, what should we put in our resume to get as soon as shortlisted.
Yeah, now you
So
are
it
experienced.
yeah, like it was constantly we were very it was very many times we used to ask these questions about it. Like what should we put on in the CV so that it's get shortlisted. I would say like your CV, whatever your resume you are preparing, you should not be in a mode of giving much many things. Like you know this thing also, you know that thing also. Keep it simple, keep it accurate, and it should be eye-catching thing. Like whatever you are in experts in, you should be putting it into the top headline of the resume. I would say. Like, I would give an example, like I had an internship experience, which was a quite positive thing for an industrial aspects. Like you have been exposed to industrial aspects. So I used to put it on the top of my resume. Like it should be an eye catching up. So this is one of the, this is just a glimpse of it, like resume how should be prepared. Apart from it, technical skills you can opt it for, like you can add whatever you should be adding whatever subjects you have, whatever projects you have done exposed to in your college, in your lab assignments and all. And your project should be in such an accurate way and an understandable manner. Like you don't have to, of course, if you are going to write it in a totally technical way, the recruiter person might not be having a much knowledge about the area which you have been exposed to in the project. So he might not get understand, but you should be writing in a way that everyone can understand whatever you have done. So it's not be very technical. It should be very precise. It should whatever it is written, you should be answerable to that at the time of interview. And of course, if you are a VLSI guy, you should be apart from this project, you should opt for some of the projects on your own. Like many people go and write a code for some processes and all those stuff. These are the things which add ons to your resume, because everyone will write HDL. We know Verilog, we know system Verilog. Of course, everyone will know, we know Python. So I'm not telling like write everything as a skill. Like you know this language also, you know that language also, you know Python also. It is a beneficial thing. Of course it is. But whatever you are writing, apart from it, you should have a practical thing in your resume as a project kind of thing. So
like
apart from college project,
for a fresher, I'll say like if you have written Verilog, so write Verilog, but instead of this, write 2 projects like what you have done on Verilog. Like it will be good traffic light controller also for a fresher.
definitely. I mean, practicing some Verilog codes. Of course, they're gonna ask you basic stuffs and only. But knowing a HDL language as a Verilog, it will be not very eye-catching resume, I would say. You should definitely do some hands-on a little project, take on some like a router thing and develop Verilog of it. Do some whatever you have done in your college as well. If you have written some FSM, if you have written some counter sequential detector, exactly. So you should your resume should contain much of a practicable things which you have done in your college, rather than the theoretical languages. Like you are adding your skills, whatever you have been exposed to the language, but that's not the thing when interviewer will be interested in. He should be knowing that he or she should be expecting you that you should have done apart from it. Like you have practical aspects and that you have been exposed to it. You should be aware of that. So that is the one thing I would suggest, like be more practical in your resume.
Okay. All right. So my question is like that you have experienced so many companies. So what is the difference in their question asking? Will they be somewhat same, or there will be difference in different companies? Like they are more focused on these, and this company is more focused on this.
Of course, there are some of the specific reasons for the company's variations in questions, because they have to hire for a specific position. And like for Qualcomm, when I was there working as a third-party company employee there, so I was being exposed to some of the questions for FPGA emulation, because I was working in that department only. So apart from it, I was preparing when I got interviewed in SYNOPSYS, there were questions related to HDL scripting and Verilog stuffs most of the time. For a fresher, I would say definitely they're gonna ask HDL concepts. They're gonna ask digital concepts. They're gonna ask you system Verilog. You will find it out very common. They will ask you for some scripting languages. These are the common topics I'm telling you. These are the very common topics. Apart from it, if you have anything in your resume, they will ask definitely. If you're anything specific, like I had my internship in gate level simulation industry, so I was I experienced those questions in interview rounds. So those were very specific to me because I did that. So apart from it, the topics which I discussed are the very common topics here, and I would say, and depends on the position which the company is hiring you are one of the dependencies on the questions variations. So it's like common questions will be in those area only, like digital.
So, do you think like which scripting language will be best for VLSI engineer in your experience?
Like I would say, like one should learn Perl, Python. Python should Perl and Python. I would suggest like one should be learning, of course, because nowadays people are opting for Python in many of the industries. Interviewers may expect you to learn, know some of the constructs of Python, some of the things which are used in Python. In my work of in my duration of internship, I did develop some scripts in Python and shell too. So I was asked the questions in the areas like Python and shell. So one should learn the Python and Perl for sure.
Okay, okay. And like Linux commands also plays a very important role. So the interviewer can ask your questions from these Linux commands, or this will be fine to escape it.
See, actually, we are not in industry. They don't work in Windows environment. They definitely work in Linux environment.
Yeah.
Everything is being done on a Linux. So who will the files are very huge inside, and they are very huge in numbers as well. So handling that thing will be Linux will be the best environment for that. So of course they expect you to they expect from you like you at least have been exposed to some of the basic commands of Linux. They won't expect you like you should be knowing a little
All
depth
the
commands. Yeah, definitely not. They will expect a little bit from you, like mkdir,
Yeah.
cp command, how to delete it. So I'm not saying like you should be learning everything in Linux, but it's just a matter of a day. Like you can go forward, Google it, some of the basic commands, you can have it in your mind itself. So these are the things which they want to touch it upon if you're a fresher, of course.
Okay. So this give a very means nice idea for VLSI aspirant, like what are the things they have to do, which language they should learn, how they can proceed in Linux commands also. Means it will give the extra edge to them. So my question is like that, how VLSI for all with different initiative help you or help aspirants?
It's a very good platform, I would say. People who are constantly searching for the tips and the things. I mean, everyone prepares for the interview, but we don't follow the exact path. Some of us, for that reason, we used to call everybody like, "What was your experience for the interview? What was your experience for the interview?" VLSI for All is a great platform which is collaborating each and every one who have been experienced their interviews in your and can explain in their own words. So the freshers who are watching this will definitely get a very good help from it. Like everyone will share their thoughts. It will be beneficial for them, of course.
Okay, all right, all right. So I have a very important question of this session round. Okay, like if one wants to build his career in VLSI industry, okay, then what should be his or her approach? Like, yes, I am in third year or I am in the BTech, so I want to make my career in VLSI industry. So what should be my approach? How can I see? I mean, what things I can do?
Like you are in a BTech college, suppose you are in a final year or third year. You have plenty of time, first of all, so don't worry about that. You can have to achieve it in a week or 1 month. Uh, you have a plenty of time. You have to utilize it accordingly. You have a plenty of time, so you can impress the HR recruiters by adding on the things in your resume. First of all, I would say have a very sound knowledge in the concepts of digital. You should have a very in-depth knowledge in digital electronics. Like, it's not about just learning the gates and all, learning the combinational and knowing the things about sequential circuits. It's about making making a circuit if someone is asking at a time. Like, I have been exposed to some of the questions to make a combinational circuit using this gate, using that gate. So I can I have experienced that I was not able to write it because you should have a hands on that. Like, at the time of interview, you can write it on. So learning the digital concepts won't help you. You have to be very practicable in terms of writing developing the circuit of it, developing a FSM of it, developing some of the basic circuits of it. Like, if you ask somebody, like, how would you design a equality comparator using gates? So you should be answerable to that question. How would you design add a subtractor circuit? How would you design a FSM for this sequence detector? So I was exposed to these kind of
theory you have learned in digital, so you can implement it through Verilog, or you should have a good idea how you can implement it by the gates, or you can determine, you can imagine it. Okay, these gates are connected so that the functionality we are having this functionality.
Definitely. They will ask you about the basic functionalities of the basic digital components. They will expect you to combine them and develop a circuit. So this is how the preparation should be done in digital. Apart from it, one should also be knowing about one of the HDL language. Either it's Verilog. Verilog is of course very popular. Then VHDL should be learned. And apart from it, get exposed to some hands-on projects like developing a RISC processor kind of thing, and writing some simple codes for ALU and a mini processor. So this will of course initiate your journey for the VLSI interview.
Yeah. All right. So as we all know that resume shortlisting is the first step in any hiring. So would you please like to tell us how to stand out from the crowd and give some pointers to build a good resume? What are the pointers?
Yeah, of course. As discussed, your resume should be more practical rather than giving the language, like, this language, that language. If you know that language, you should be having some exposed to practical aspects of that language. Like, you have done some of the writable codes into that. Apart from it, I would suggest very good suggestions would be like something like when one good suggestions would be to make an account on a GitHub, write some codes, develop some projects there, and try to paste a link of it in your resume. Mention that link, whatever your account is. That would be a standout good idea from a crowd. Like, your resume has something like, if you have done 10, 12 or plenty of projects, you can't mention each and every one in your resume. You have to be a specific. There is a cloud thing where you have done everything, and you are just mentioning the URL of it in your resume. The interviewer might
whatever the project you will done, or whatever the practice you have done, just paste it there. So that the interviewer can get a good idea whatever the project you have gone through or what work you have done. So this will make a difference from you and the different candidates who are applying for the job.
And definitely.
Okay. Means this is the pointer main thing, like attach your GitHub account there so that you can do better.
Yeah. Entire theme is to make your resume more practice point of view. Like, you have done plenty of things, you just don't know the language, but you have exposed to some of the projects into it as well. So for utilizing that, you need a platform to mention those projects. That's a GitHub, would be a great platform. So that's how the things are. Apart from it, specifically skills, I would say you should be exposed to Verilog. Of course, you should be mentioning that. You should be mentioning about system Verilog. You're attending the interviews for a front-end engineering, front-end verification functional. Definitely, they will expect you to learn system Verilog and UVM. So UVM basic questions they used to ask, but system Verilog, of course, they will ask.
So, okay, we are in the end of this interview. Before wrapping up this interview, could you give some information tips to our viewers so that after watching this, they will feel more motivated to hard work?
Keep on preparing side by side, keep on attending the interviews. If you are keep on trying for the, keep updated of the hiring recruiters. Like, it's not a big thing, I would say, like getting shortlisted. It's not a big thing. It's not a big deal. You by developing some of the skills within a month, you would feel confident. Like I'm very much prepared for attending the interviews in a big tech giants. So keep on learning the things, keep on practicing the things, but side by side keep on searching the jobs, keep on updated with the LinkedIn profile, because your preparation won't end. For if you will decide like will prepare and I will start searching for the jobs, it won't end. Definitely it won't end. You have to side by side, you have to search for the jobs as well, and LinkedIn is a great platform. You have to be updated for it. So I would suggest just give your best. It's not a big deal. You can crack it out. Definitely.
Okay. Means these, whatever you have said, like so many things you have said in this interview, and this will definitely benefit a student if they seeing like I have to pursue my career in VLSI, whether in campus they have to take the placement or off campus they have to apply through LinkedIn. So how they can apply through, like from connecting to HRs. You have said all the things. So thank you, Hemant, for coming forward to
glad to hear that.
Yeah, and experience with our viewers. And I wish you achieve even more success in your life and whatever you have future plans. So thank you, Hemant.
Thank you, Prakhar. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Prakhar. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.